We are super excited to have you guys with us for another call with I'm going to be your host, Iram Said, and with me is, of course, Gretchen Pritz with From Heartache to Joy and Bliss Up. We want to welcome everybody. We are going to be joined by one of our most favorite master healers. Dawn Christel is back with us today with a brand new offer and a brand new call. We're so excited. She's going to be talking about Biofield evolution today, release ancestral blocks, reclaim your power, and reshape your future. I'm going to tell you guys in a minute what that's about. If some of you are wondering why we're not on video today, because we respect, however, the healers want to show up, and Dawn actually moves a lot when she's doing clearings and stuff like that, so she preferred not to have to worry about camera. So we just want to have great energy, right, guys? We just want to have super high frequency energy coming from our healers. So we go with whatever the healers are comfortable with, and that's why we're not on camera today. As I said, we're going to be talking about Biofield evolution. You will find out what that means, what that's all about. You're also going to find out what we are currently doing that is wrong and isn't getting us the results we need when it comes to clearing ancestral imprints. What is holding us back from getting the results we need, and how is this particular modality different from clearing blocks that or past lives? How is it different? How can we access our fullest potential by connecting to the ancestral music, as Dawn calls it, passed down to you both genetically and energetically? Very exciting call that we are asking these questions from Dawn. You are really going to find out also how you can discover the future of healing, truly, and how you can tap into this energy starting right now, today. Learn about the invisible force that is holding you back from living the life you desire. Understand the number one issue that is keeping you stuck that you need to clear right now to move forward in health, wealth, and happiness. So, very exciting call. And of course, Dawn is awesome with her one-on-ones, which we will be doing today. Gretchen will conduct those. So we're super excited to have Dawn back with us. Now, those of you that have not heard Dawn before, let me give you a brief bio. Dawn Radiance Chantel Christel is an internationally recognized voice sound healer, a direct channel to God, the creator, medical intuitive, respected intuitive life coach, soul reader, pain release expert, and best-selling author of 6 books. She's also known as a leading transformational expert, incorporating ancient wisdom for modern-day success. Dawn helped her clients to release themselves quickly from pain, emotional and physical, and she has miraculously healed many life-threatening health conditions, such as cancers and unknown illnesses that no medical treatment could cure. She's an active mentor for entrepreneurs, CEOs, celebrities, etc. She was interviewed by the Today Show, Dr. Oz, Rachel Ray, The View, etc. So welcome back, my dear friend Dawn. Always wonderful to have you with us.
Aloha. Oh, well, I'm just part of the family here now. I'm grateful. Thank you for the introduction, Gretchen and Aram. I'm grateful to be back. And I'm just excited about being here today, what we're going to be talking about. So, well, thank you for welcoming me home, and thank you for everybody being here. I'm grateful and humbled as always. You know me, Gretchen. You know me, Aram and Gretchen.
Yes, we do. We do know you, and our audience knows you too. They know you quite well. They all love you. And Cynthia just wrote in. She said, I love Dawn. Her work is very thorough, thoughtful, and from a divine place. Yes, that is very true. Very thorough, very effective work. And yes, from a divine place, which is one of the reasons why I really resonate with Dawn, because I also am a firm believer that all healing comes from divine source energy. So, Dawn, I want to ask you, I want to jump in right away. What exactly is Biofield evolution, and why should we be excited about it?
Well, I think it's always been in my work, Aram. I think that mostly every call that I come here, I'm always talking about the DNA upgrading for people. But I really feel we're all evolving, okay, spiritually, physically, and our world right now is kind of chaotic. And I just want to let you know, I'm very good with the body, and everybody knows I work with the body, and I can heal the body, and I work with God, a divine God, creator, source, creator energy. I don't like to bring a belief system to my work at all, because I really respect everybody's belief systems. I'm working with the one creator that works and created all of life, okay? And that's the energy that comes through me, and everything I put out, which includes today. But I was being guided, Aaron, because I've been working for years and years on clearing people's, their unconscious, subconscious, and core patterns, and it's great, and I get a lot of good results from doing that. And as a matter of fact, I do 6-month programs with people doing this work. But it just, with me just doing this over the years, I've been doing this 30 years, everybody, healing. I'm a lot older than you think. I really felt that I needed to go deeper with my clients, because I felt that, yes, I was clearing what we were clearing, but I felt that some people were just saying that some people in the past, when I was doing this, they were still having issues. Okay. And that's when I really started being guided, not really Dawn Crystal, who I am. I was being guided to go into more of the, we're talking about the DNA and the epigenetic clearings today. And that's why I came out with this, because a lot of what I found, even for myself, Aaron, I think that all of us come in each lifetime. This is what I know. And I can only tell you from my own perspective, but this is what I've been working with for many years, is that we all come in with a load, not just of our stuff to clear in every lifetime, as far as our own past lifetimes and stuff. I really know, beyond a shadow of a doubt, that we come in with our family's load as well. And some of us, as far as siblings, come in, we kind of make these little agreements before we even come in this form that we're in right now, and we know ourselves as the names that we're being given from our parents. But before we even did that, we came to Earth. We all kind of sign up, or kind of say, yes, we'll do this work for our ancestry, or just to help our family evolution to evolve, that will help with this, clearing this. Maybe this ancestor died suddenly from a past lifetime, or just whatever the case was with the ancestors. It could be so many different patterns that we come in from every lifetime, but a lot of it has to do, it could be from sudden deaths, and all kinds of things, or even just I would like to say just their behaviors, how things were back then compared to how we live in the civilized world right now. We live in a, pretty much everybody's living decently, but back then it was pretty much sink or swim, or feast or famine. So a lot of that energy does come in with us. Now, some of us are lucky, we don't have as much, but I could tell you, Aaron, when I came in this lifetime, I really didn't know half of the stuff what I was feeling as a child, why I was just feeling so uneasy, just depressed. I had all kinds of emotional issues as a kid, on top of being pretty much traumatized from my family. So, and I found that with me being guided to this work of doing this work of clearing the subconscious, unconscious, and core patterns, that I was being guided by my higher self to start going into deeper, just working on myself, because that's kind of how I work. I don't really learn from just working on myself to be really, to show up here with full integrity. So I started doing the work, and I started noticing that a lot of the patterns of what I was carrying, and why things just kept looping around, and things just seemed like they would go away for a while, and then they would come back. And sometimes it was even worse, that I really needed to go into the, I call it the ancestral line, or the ancestral energy that actually is in our biofield of our body. All of us have it. And actually it's, we carry like 7 generations of, I like to call it personality traits, or just DNA from our ancestors in our biofield, which is really, like some people like to call it, the aura. So let's, I like to be a little bit more, it's the biofield. So with all that said, we do come in with some good traits, and that's what I'm here today, because some of us are a little bit kind of stuck in, we just don't know what's going on, and a lot of us don't seem to think that there's a way out. So I just know that doing this work, it's really helped free people, so they could actually really come in line with what they're supposed to be doing in this lifetime. Because a lot of us just here, and we're just doing what we're doing, and we're working a 9-to-5 job, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that if you love what you do. But there's a lot of my clients that come to me, Aaron, ongoingly asking, well, there's what am I supposed to do here? I feel stuck. I don't even know what my gifts are. And by me just going in doing these biofield clearings in our energy field, really helps free people's lives. Okay, so this is just freeing ourselves up, so we could be more divine beings, divine circuits, or you want to call it just more divine hearing the divine, which is our own divine self that actually resonates within us, our source creator self or God creator self, so we could actually, you know, keep evolving and moving because, this is, our evolution this lifetime is, it seems like everybody's kind of has struggling right now, and it's been struggling for a long time because we have a lot of energy right now coming to our planet, and I could get really deeper into what the frequencies are happening with our planet right now, kind of forcing a lot of us to do a lot of deep work, including myself, by the way. And my goal is to make our paths easier. And every time I come and do a show with us, Iram and Gretchen, I'm here to, I've done the work and I've done the heavy load. You might say I might be the one with the machete cutting down the trees on the forefront before I could bring this stuff, because that's kind of like I'm kind of taught kind of hard, really. and then I find a way. Oh, because I do spend most of my time. I live with animals. I don't even live with people. Working on these energies that come to me. It's like energies come to me and then I have to work with them and figure them out, and it takes me a while, and then I'm working on myself, and then when I really fine tune them is when I say, wow, I really got this here. This is what I was being guided to do. So I'm just here today to say, everybody, that we're here to clear if it's generational energy, if it's from our ancestors. I'm here to help you just move forward in your life and clear these distortions in our field, is what I call these, and help us to really come into our true power, personal power in this lifetime, everybody, because it's time. Okay, the planet, Mother Earth, you want to call it, needs us as our high vibrational self on this planet to really to not just heal our lives and heal our ancestors, which we're here to heal our ancestors. So I'm here today, but this is also going to free you up to actually do whatever your life's work is, whatever it may be, big or small. It doesn't matter. We're all here to contribute to this planet. Okay, so there's a bigger picture here. I do make it simple, but I'm very thorough about what I say, and it's true. I am very thorough, and I don't really bring anything out unless it's time. So this is like the time for me to bring this out to the world in the most easy, effortless way. So this is, this is what we're calling Biofield evolution, and this is good. This program's going to help people for the rest of their lives. Like I said, clear their distortions or whatever blocks are in the way of them really becoming their true self. Really, I mean, true divine self. We're not talking about who we know. You know what I mean? And it's exciting and it's scary to some people, but I say, hey, if we could really know who we truly are, a magnificent self, a radiant self who actually has a gift to bring to this planet to contribute with not just ourselves, but humanity. This is what we need right now,
Beautiful. And this is all very, very exciting. I love it. And you mentioned it's time, and this is exactly what, it's the point that Silvana is making. She wrote in, she said, oh my gosh, I've been feeling that I'm to clear karma for myself and my lineage, but wondered how to go about that. And here's Dawn, whose work I love, love, love. Maybe some of her other work has woken me up to this point. Thank you so very much, Dawn. That is really beautiful. And that actually brings up a question, Dawn, that, people feel that they've been working on, clearing these ancestral imprints. They've been doing a lot of work on this, and they're just not getting the results that they desire. So what exactly are we doing that is perhaps not correct and is not getting us the results that we need as far as clearing ancestral imprints is concerned?
Well, I'd like to say that everything we've been doing, because I'd like to say everything is right in every moment, because I think that all healers, that we're all here on different levels, and I respect everybody what they do, because I'm not here to say anything. But I also know that me as a healer, who I am, I totally, people who attract me, Aram, are really liking people like me who can push them along their journey, meaning I keep raising my frequency. So people who find me magically, here on the show or just on the internet, really feel something with me, if it's my name or something. And they're like, God, somehow my soul guide me to her, because I'm all here to really help people evolve, but I have to do the work myself. You know what I mean? I can't just sit here and just put something out here and not really walk my talk. Do you know what I mean? Like, I come here with the frequency to actually do it. Otherwise, I'm not really doing what I'm saying I'm doing. So people have known me over the years here. They know that I'm true to what I say. So this is time for us to do this. Look at our planet right now, everybody. Maybe that's a signal or a sign to say, hey, something here has to shift. I mean, I'm not saying that you're not doing some good work on your own, but I'm just here to kind of take you to the next level. So that's why, a lot of this has to do with our DNA. Okay, I can tell you that a lot has to do with our DNA. It's all about DNA upgrading right now. Okay, we need to get beyond how we've been conditioned in this lifetime, so we can actually get beyond that. And that means that we have to upgrade our Akashic records. I'm also be working with this on the Akashic records, but I emphasize always on the DNA as well. This is all going to take place, but it's not going to happen overnight. That's why I'm offering 60 days of remote work, which I think you'll mention later, which is really going to help me go in every day to the group and actually bring us to the level we need to go at the speed that we need to go to. So I honor everybody's level of frequency or vibration, which is really going to help you kind of free yourself up in all ways of your life, everybody. I'm just talking about, a lot of us have trauma, or a lot of us have abundance issues. This is not really abundance program, but this is going to help you guys, I promise you, with the struggle. And if you are carrying, like I said, most of us are carrying something from somebody in our family. If it's not our parents, it's definitely from our DNA, our ancestral line. A lot of that lack and struggle has been cleared, or just maybe it's unconscious within us, who knows. And the rejection and all the stuff that's been passed down to us, unworthiness from our ancestors, the guilt, the shame, just to give you, through our generations, it does play effect in what we are creating right now. So we're all divine creator beings, everybody, and we can get in this flow of life. I finally am living in the flow of life, and I can tell you, life could become a lot easier for you. And I'm not just talking a bunch of la la land here. I'm talking about really living in the flow of life. But I'm also saying that, living in the flow of life is a trust, within the divine of ourselves. But we need to get to that point where we don't have all this distortion. This is what we're talking about, distortion in the biofield, in the way of you attracting what you truly desire in your life, or feeling. Maybe you have health issues. This also helps you. This will help you with, clearing up maybe some, I like to call it internal illness that you're having, or whatever. That might be just also part of your DNA that needs to be, or the noise out of your, I call it the noise out of your signal, which is your epigenetic. I like to call it the signal that's in your biofield that I'll be working with. And that's what I'm talking about, keeping your kind of smoothing out the waters within ourselves. Because, a lot of times we don't even know this is happening, but there's just so much static and all kinds of stuff, and our minds are always busy. And we never even get to the point where we're like, wow, what do I really want in this life? A lot of us, we have to kind of force that, always forcing our manifestation. We have to write it down. We have to sit there and do mantras and stuff. And actually, in reality, it doesn't have to be that hard. Okay. We just need to keep clear these energies that are in the way of us really, truly being truly who we are and feeling good about it on a journey. It's not just forcing it. We want to feel good on the journey, whatever we truly desire, or what we just want to totally line up to what we're here to do in this lifetime, which is to really serve ourselves and humanity. And you'll feel good about that too, because that's really what we're all here to do, is kind of contribute to the world. So this goes deeper than that. So it just depends on where everybody's at, Aaron, because I'm going to meet everybody that's why my remotes are really powerful. And I really emphasize on them, besides the MP3s that are very powerful too. But it's really going to help meet people where they're at. Do you know what I'm saying, Aaron? And take people where they need to go at the rate of speed that their higher self or their soul wants them to go on the journey. That's fun for them. It's not just heavy duty work, I think I've done the heavy duty work to bring this here, because I didn't have it that easy. And not to say that, you always have this for the rest of your life, because, things do come up, you know what I mean? It's kind of like the way the universe works, or our divine self will bring energies up to be cleared. It's not always at one time. And, we're in this physical body, everybody. I can tell you, for the rest of our life, we'll be clearing lower vibrations or ancestral energies from us, our own past lifetimes as well. This covers. So, and also, just whatever it may be. So this way, it'll be just kind of more of an, I'd like to call it easier flow for you. So that's what I'm here to do. That's what my work's always about, making it easy and effortless in the most easy, effortless way to make your life easier and much more flowing.
We love it that way. Thank you for structuring everything that way. I want to make a quick comment for our audience that you guys can post your questions in the chat or in the Q&A box if you want to keep it private. In the chat also, you can choose the setting where it says to host and panelists, or you can look at the drop down. You can message, you can choose everyone, and everybody can see your comment. So that's great. You can, I prefer that everyone setting, unless it's, if it's something private, please make sure you send the message in the Q&A box, because I can read, I'll read comments from the chat, without realizing that sometimes they're just sent to hosts and panelists. So you can ask your questions. We encourage questions because that's why we're using Zoom, so we can make it more interactive. So please send your questions, your comments. And as far as mini scans and readings are concerned, we will get to those in a few minutes. And for that, you will have to raise your hand and then be placed in the queue, and Gretchen can pick people from the queue. All right, so very good. We have some questions. Now, the first question, I know you already addressed this, Crystal, but if we can, Dawn, if we can just, if we can go into it just a little bit more, maybe a short answer on, you know, people are saying that I've bought a lot of products on clearing blocks, and how is this particular program different from clearing, let's say, especially blocks to abundance? And how is it different from even your own programs that you may have done before?
Yeah, well, this is going more into the inherited line because, like I said, I think that everybody gets results no matter what they do. But I'm here to take you to the next level, meaning I'm going deeper. We're going deeper into, because, you know, people will sometimes have you know, like they'll do the, like my abundance blocks. I had one too. It works with this, but I'm actually kind of fine tuning this into why aren't you really receiving what you want? You might receive a lump, you might receive a little bit here and there. Some people receive a little bit more, but I'm talking about really lining ourselves up to our birthright, our own divine birthright of being really with the divine creator, which is a flow. Okay, and a flow, it's unlimited flow. Okay, don't you notice that? You know, we look at some of our Hollywood actors. Let's give you an example. You know, they're not just lucky sometimes. Okay, a lot of times the people who have millions of dollars and all that really don't have as much distortion in their field, you know, because I kind of done a little bit of, I would like to say some, you know, I check and see, you know, what they have. And I kind of, not that I'm in their fields or anything, but I kind of get wisdom from my soul. I am a soul reader. So my soul kind of tells me what kind of sparks people to have a certain way of being, meaning if they're more abundant, or if they're, you know, you don't have to be a millionaire to be happy. Okay. So that's number one. I'm just trying to give you an example, or just better health. Okay. And I found over the years of doing this, and I do this work anyway, but I'm saying I'm going to go deeper into the ancestral line because I'm finding that it is coming up for a lot of people here right now. Most people anyway, we're carrying some load of our family on some level. If it's your depression, if it's in trauma that, you know, maybe it's pain and fear that you're carrying. I mean, there's so much generational energy that we carry within ourselves in every lifetime. And I never addressed it because it wasn't ready until now. So what I'm trying to say is a lot of this that has been holding you back. So for instance, with the abundance program, you know, yes, you might get some good results, but I'm talking about really going in there and start, I like to call it bulldozing the energy out. Okay. Because a lot of our people are like, yeah, but I really want to know really what my potential is. Okay. I really want to know, you know, I really want to start feeling healthy. I've tried, and I'm not saying that the other work doesn't work. I'm just saying, I'm just taking us to another level, okay, of evolution. This is called raising your frequency, everybody, because everybody knows me. They love my work because I constantly raise your frequency, okay? And raising your frequency is getting beyond all the pain body and all this stuff also. So yes, I would say that this is just the next level that's deeper, Iram, I'm not saying that what's out there doesn't work, but there's a lot of people who have been on the journey and they've done the work and they've gotten to a certain level. I think that everybody who comes out in this world that brings something is at a certain level or vibration. Okay. No good or bad here when I speak that. I'm just talking about everything's at a vibrational level. Most people who like me is they know that I'm a very, I don't even want to say it, I'm better than anybody. I just want to say that I've done the work. I'm humbly saying this. I've done the work to raise my frequency. So what it does is anybody who engages in my work actually feels that frequencies and it pushes you up. Okay. Up to do whatever next level or layer that's coming up for you to be cleared. My frequency raises you up so you can actually do that. Otherwise, there's nothing there to, you know, pull you, you know, to where you want to go. Do you know what I'm saying? So I'm kind of like, you know, I could just say I'm just like bringing in source energy through myself, and I've embodied it. I run a very high frequency beyond this planet, but I'm constantly doing that, okay, for myself. I'm not just stopping and saying, oh, I'm here, I'm a healer, here I am. No, I'm constantly doing my work all the time. The people who attract to me are like, yeah, Dawn, she really, at some level, they know I'm doing my work, and they say, yeah, she really, I do feel being in her energy, that there's something happening here. So something's changing, something's quickly changing. And that's why I get a lot of good results, Aaron, from all my programs. So everything I think contributes. So I'm not saying there's no good or bad. I think that everything works, but I think that, sometimes we just need to go a little deeper. And this is what this is all about. Okay. It's getting to the root causes of things, which really have a lot to do with our ancestral line, that actually a lot of people don't know about this ancestral flow that runs in our biofield. It's just something that I was guided. Maybe this is my gift to bring to this planet. This next, like I said, you're the first Aram that I brought this to. Okay. So this is because it was time to come out right now. I didn't plan this a year ago to bring this out. It's just what I was guided to do right now, because we're needing it, not just for ourselves right now, but our whole evolution is needing this. Does that make sense?
Yes, totally. Absolutely. Thank you for answering this. I have one other question from Patrick, who said, can this work on demonic bloodline issues?
Absolutely. And I can tell you something. I had to work with that myself. When I came in, I've had a really heavy childhood up and through most of my life with really heavy karma. So if he's one of that's the work I've done on myself, and it took me a while, but now I've made it easy. So yes, demonic bloodline, definitely, because if there's contracts involved, this is also involved in my work, because they have to be cleared. Do you know what I mean? Or your own contracts as well. Okay.
Yeah, awesome. Can grief be ancestral, Dawn?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. Grief, distress, unworthiness, lack, rejection, guilt, shame, all that. I mean, everything could be ancestral, especially if it's pondering and it's something that, it seems to like be there, unless you've had your own trauma in this lifetime. But I can tell you, a lot of people, even if you've had the trauma in this lifetime that has brought that emotion, a lot of times it does stem to, I can tell you, it's definitely stemming to past lifetimes. So this program is going to work not just with your ancestral line, it's going to work with your own past lifetimes as well, everybody. Okay, that's just part of it. Okay, because you go through, how I work with my work is you go through, when I do any of my work, especially my MP3s or my remote work, I always start with your past lifetimes first, everybody, and then I go down into the ancestral line, which I'm emphasizing more on that now with the ancestral line. Before it was just with the past lifetimes, but now it's like we're being pushed to go into our DNA and really upgrade our DNA, because this is our frequency that we're headed for, just with the earth, you know what I mean, and what we're here doing this lifetime. So it's going from your past lifetimes into your ancestral line of also, healing yourself, but you're also going to be healing your whole family. And of course, I always say my work is always voluntary. So even when I'm working on everybody here and who's involved in this program, if they choose to, it's always I always leave it up to the ancestors to accept the energy, because you know what? It's free will, even if you're on the other side. Do you know what I'm saying, Aram?
Yeah.
So totally. I mean, because some ancestors don't want it. I work with ancestors. I do past lifetime clearings with people all the time, and I do a lot of ancestral clearings just with my own clients as well, even with groups and everything else. And I go, no, it's always a choice, even if you're on the other side, if they want it or not. So we just offer it, but it still heals you. That's the good thing.
Beautiful. I love that. And I just want to make a mention here that, there's a lot of, especially, geographically, there are certain areas where they've had, centuries of brutality or oppression. So yes, you bet you people will have ancestral trauma. And we as women, majority of FHTJ listeners are women. And even if you're a man, you were born from a woman. So it would go to say that, the oppression of women that had been going on for centuries and is still going on in certain parts of the world, that too is passed on. I mean, it's not something that any one of us can get away from,
Absolutely. I have to agree with you on that, Aram. Absolutely. That's just within the bloodline. That's what I'm talking here today. It goes deep. And I mean, I just worked with lady from the Holocaust, her family, and she had really deep, this is a part of it too, what I'm doing. We had to go deep into her family line to really clear their traumas, because she was carrying the load in this lifetime and she never had peace. It was like she would, it's like she didn't know what she was doing wrong, and she wasn't doing anything wrong. She just kind of signed up to do this work before she came in body. I hate to say it, before we come in body, we sign up for a lot of things to really, we're feeling good out of body. We come into body. I don't want to get too crazy here, but once we get into body, we realize, wow, this work is harder than I thought before I signed up to do it. And then I was one of them people, by the way. I kind of think I signed up to really clear the whole load of my family, which I have, but it's really put me on the couch in the beginning for many weeks clearing this stuff. So that's why I don't want anybody to go through what I went through, you know what I mean? Because I didn't have it that easy in the beginning. I actually really did the hard labor, you know what I mean? To really know how to work with what I'm bringing here, you know? It's the way I'm taught, really. For the universe is I have to do it first, which is totally integrity as far as I'm concerned. So yeah, and I did work with her to clearing that as far as her line, because she, like I said, her ancestors were in the Holocaust. They were burnt, and I mean it was just horrifying. She did send me email. It was about a month and a half later, and she noticed that she started feeling more happy and joyful. Up until then, she was on all kinds of medications, just kind of like covering up her very deep depression. It was called really a deep depression. It wasn't just a depression. She was on really heavy meds, and it wasn't even really doing anything for her. So she was able to kind of wean herself off the medication that she was on, and her life changed, you know. So it was nice that she gave me some feedback, you know, because I always ask people, if you feel to share, please do, so I know. And she was grateful because it was the first time in her life that she actually could feel like a laugh or some joy. Do you know what I mean? You know?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Wow, that is really that is amazing. I wanted to answer this for a couple of people that want to know. Orderjoy2020.com, Biofield 23. This is where the offer is. I wanted to know. Gretchen, can you please check and see if this is working, the URL? I tried to type it in, and it's not working for me, but that could be just me. So Gretchen, if you can please check and see orderjoy2020.com/biofield23. Okay. Another person wants to know, Janie says, with Akashic record clearings, does that mean it clears your history? What does that really mean?
Wait. I missed some of the question. What was his question? I'm sorry.
The Akashic record clearing.
Yes.
Does that mean it clears your history? What does it really mean?
It upgrades your history. Yes, we upgrade your Akashic records to the now, okay? Because a lot of us are running programs from the past, okay? If they're for our families or what our own past lifetimes. So my goal is to upgrade everything to the present moment of now and clear ourselves from whatever, if there is anything that is binding us in those in our ancestral and Akashic records. You know, I mean, to upgrade it means to bring it to the present moment. So you kind of free those bonds. I call it the limiting bonds. Okay. And really free up the DNA. So yes, I hope that answered that.
Yes, thank you. And I want to just acknowledge our listeners for a second here. I just love you guys. You're so awesome. This makes, Gretchen and I have been loving doing these calls on Zoom because we get instant feedback. I just mentioned, okay, this is not working for me, but instead of Gretchen, everybody else answered me that, oh, I already bought the program. The website is working for me. And thank you so much, you guys. I love how interactive it is in real time. It's like you guys are right here, which you are. So thank you so much for letting me know. Another question is, would my husband and his family also be included? Now, we haven't talked about the program. This always happens with you, Dawn. People start asking questions about the program. They get excited. You can answer it later. You can answer it now. But they do want to know in the program if the husband and family is included. And I don't have the web page in front of me, so I'm afraid.
Well, there's a $47 if they get into the remote with the husband and the family add-on, okay? Because this program is designed for the person who purchased. Just remember something. We are here with free will, okay? So if your husband says yes, because this is for immediate family to use, because there's a lot of MP3s that I'll be offering that are very powerful. By all means, yes. The remote, how it's set up, Aram, is that it starts the same day that at 60 days, which is awesome. We extended the 30 days. Thank you for that, Aram. But this is working on the person unless you do the family add-on. Do you know what I mean, Aram? We offer a family add-on, so that way they're included.
Awesome. Thank you for answering that. And Gretchen, do you have any questions to weigh in, or should we go into the one-on-ones? There's another
Oh, go ahead.
No, we already answered that. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, I think that she was asking for clarification on like when you say family, what does that mean? I'm assuming it's bloodline.
It's bloodline. Yes, bloodline. Thank you. Thank you. That's what I mean. Bloodline.
Okay, cool.
Absolutely.
Awesome. So, okay. Yay, Suzanne, Amy. God, there were other people too. That said Irene, Patrick. Beautiful. They already got it. They're excited. Can't wait to hear about your results. Linda said, Dawn, about 2 years ago, you went back up to 4 generations to clear the right contract. It did clear my contract for a very short period. Now it has gotten worse. Does that mean it goes back even more than 4 generations?
It goes down, yeah. It doesn't get worse. It actually, this is where I want to be very clear here, because a lot of people think,
cataract, not contract. I'm sorry,
yeah,
cataract.
Yeah. Just to be clear on this, nothing gets worse. It's the universe bringing things up in us, because it's all about whatever your soul is wanting you. It's almost like sometimes things come up in us, Iram, to kind of like knock, 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 knock. We need to tend to this, and things do come up in layers. I have to wholeheartedly admit that I have worked on a couple issues for a while, because I did have to go deep into the epigenetics, which is what we're working here, ancestral energy. But like I said, it could be a little tedious sometimes. So nothing really gets worse to say it really gets worse. It's just, the good thing is that you're doing your work, so it's just bringing up another level to be cleared. Okay, so that's why I brought this program today, guided to, by the way, not Dawn, Dawn, me, so we can go deeper into different issues. Everybody's going to have a different experience of what they're wanting, what's happening with you as far as generational and ancestral energy. But a lot of people just have different emotions and things that are kind of in the way of them, feeling good in their bodies. And a lot has to do with just even confidence alone. A lot of that does stem through our family line, including our ancestral line. So it could go from there, and it could go from just health issues. Okay, so everybody, this is kind of fine-tuned. Everything I put out is always fine-tuned to where a person is at and whatever issues, because everybody, I just want to be clear here, it's source creator energy that we're working with, everybody here. This is what I bring. I don't bring a modality for a reason, because I don't have a modality. I'm just a conduit to the divine creator that I've actually embodied. So the frequency that comes through me is actually, I'm just like a living vessel that it comes through. And when I do my remotes and everything I do is just in my MP3s, it's bringing it in real time to you. So where you're at right now, and you keep evolving with my work, of course, we'll clear whatever distortions there or whatever's in the way. So this way you can actually free yourself. Okay. For whatever you're working on, or whatever you want, I should say. Okay. So that's why, I offer it in the way I do. So it kind of covers, okay, you're here, but you want to get to point A to point B, but this is what you're working on right now. So it'll kind of help you evolve yourself, to get to there easy and effortlessly. Because I'm all about easy, effortless living. Okay. In the most easy, effortless, realistic way. So I hope that kind of explains a little bit more.
I have a great question. This is a very pertinent question. One of the viewers sent it in. Speak to about the adopted children. If they're in the family but they're adopted, their ancestral lineage is going to be different.
Yeah, well, if they're adopted children, you're still part of you. So you've adopted them, and on some level they agreed. Even though it's beyond your mind, on some level, there's a contract, or even though you magically adopted them. So on some level, they agreed. So they will be cleared themselves. Now, as far as their ancestors, that's up to the ancestors, even though they're going to be upgraded, either adopted children, because there's no coincidence about anything in this lifetime. Okay. Our situation, even though it may sound like, oh, this just kind of happened. And no, actually, I always believe that it's always divinely guided, everything. Okay. So I think that answers that, right? So yeah, but I mean, as far as everybody's ancestors, I really feel that I've been doing this work for almost 30 years. I find that a lot of the ancestors, yes, most of them do want to be healed. Okay. I'm not saying they don't, but there has been some in the past that say, no, I really just want to stay in my misery for some reason, but it's still, you're clearing yourself no matter what. We're just offering that. Okay. To them, because that's the way it should be. We're not forcing anything on anybody, because some people, some ancestors, I don't find that to be very often, but it has happened. So that's why I'm just telling you that most ancestors are just chomping at the bit to say, yes, 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 this is why I'm ready to be healed, and so, and it's just like, it's in the fact that it just kind of affects, it's just, you feel it. It's like you get from healing your
Now,
ancestors, everybody, this expansion feeling and this like lightness, because you're really clearing out a lot of energies that they didn't have the healers like I do or anything back then to help
well,
themselves. You know, they were just surviving, really.
I can tell you that a lot of mainstream science and alternative believers in alternative healing are really talking about this now big time.
Mhm.
It didn't used to be as common when I first started with Health Summit, but now it is truly being called the future of healing. Especially Dr. Bruce Lipton has been talking
Yes,
about it.
absolutely.
So he's done a lot of work in this and bringing attention to this, and it's really groundbreaking stuff. And I agree, the future of healing, because we're
Mhm.
carrying all this stuff in our lineage that needs
Oh
to be
yeah.
cleared. I want to read you a question, which is exactly on point with what we're talking about today. This is from Suzanne, who said, my ancestry is Cherokee and Armenian, and I feel like there is a lot of genocide here. I have lots of visions, especially American Indian and trauma. Do I have to physically embody all this trauma? That is, example, heart disease, high blood pressure, etc. I see that my ancestors from 7 generations back have come to me for healing. Wow.
Yeah. Well, they're on the right call. Yeah.
Yeah, you're on the right
This is the
call.
right, because I mean, this is all what it's about. I mean, and again, you know, like I said, if she decides to be involved in the program, she's going to be, the 60 days is really working on all this trauma that she's. I mean, it's like almost like it's going to start
When
peeling
does
the
it
layers
start,
off the person.
When does it,
Pardon me?
when does it start? When does it start?
Right away. It starts the same day. And it goes
The
on for
same.
60 days. Yeah, so this is going to go deep with people. I just want people to know that this work is deep. This is probably one that I'm not saying this is. It's just one of the deeper programs I brought. So I want everybody to know that when they are in the remotes, they do need to drink extra water because you know you're going to be clearing stuff. Okay. I just want you to know that this is a commitment. But once you clear all this, you're going to start feeling lighter and lighter. I have people who've been in my remotes for years, and they feel it. You know, they know that it's clearing because they're feeling the differences. Okay, but I'm letting everybody know that, you know, depending on how much you're carrying, it's going to be a little work, but it's going to be done on a daily basis, because I'm going to be fine tuning everybody every day with the energies that come in for the remotes, especially because that's all part of this what we're talking about, the program.
Beautiful. Thank you. And Destine, I see your question. You need to, honey, raise your hand. And how do they raise their hand, Gretchen? Because my screen is different. Is it in reactions? Like, how do they raise their
Yep,
hand?
if you click on reactions, raise hand will be underneath the emojis.
Yeah.
And
So
I see
go to-
Laura, I see you say your caller number 11. I don't have an order of callers. If you can.
No. She's talking about a previous call. She's saying this is caller 11 on the skin, hair, and nails interview. So it was a previous call, and she said, I've been doing so much better from the healing you did on me. So
Got it.
she was
Thank
saying
you.
that to Dawn. Yeah, I'm glad to hear that, Laura, and thank you for letting us know. That is great. And I think we should go to live callers now, because it's wow, 45 minutes into the call already. So
Yeah.
I'll let you.
All right. So our first caller is Martine. I'm going to, if I can here, I'm going to unmute you here. Allow to talk. All right, Martine, you will need to probably take your microphone off, and then we should be able to hear you. Oh, Martine, can you unmute yourself? All right, let's try our next caller, and you can work on that there, Martine. All right, Lonnie, you can unmute yourself.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, I'm so grateful.
You're on with Dawn.
Hi, Lonnie. How you doing?
Hi, Dawn. Thank
Welcome.
you.
Welcome to the call. So, Lonnie, my dear, have we spoke before together or no?
No.
Okay, so what's happening with you? How are you feeling? Because a lot of times what we're feeling stems. I'm gonna just let everybody know I'm gonna be doing a biofield kind of clearing for everybody. if they wanted while I'm on the call, but I could kind of see what's happening for you. So what's happening with you, Lonnie? What do you come to the call with?
Well, there's trouble breathing, and I have just found 3 lumps on my breast, and I thought maybe if
Lonnie, you're kind of distant. I can't barely hear you. It's almost like you're on speakerphone.
maybe if could please clear some ancestral grief and sadness in my body.
Yeah, are you on speakerphone? I can hear you barely, but I hear what you're saying. So okay, yeah, Lonnie, let me ask you this. I could hear this heaviness on you. There's a lot of like I don't know. Have you been depressed for a while?
Well, I'm having trouble breathing. Just
Yeah.
lumps on my breast.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I feel down.
Okay, so let me ask you this. Any when you say breathing, have you had health issues in the past, or is this just something that's come up on you recently, or what?
COPD and in neighbors, COPD.
I barely made that out.
The connection is really bad, honey. Can you move closer to whatever, if it's your phone or your laptop? Can you move closer?
Can you hear me better now?
Yeah, it's pretty much the same, but it's also very choppy.
Okay, so Lonnie, I just want you to know, because I'm already tuned into you, I'm a soul reader, and your soul is giving me the information that you come in with a heavy load as well. You come in with heavy depression in this lifetime. So I don't know if you've been feeling kind of heavy most of your life, but that's what I'm picking up on you.
Well, my grandma was too. So
yeah, well, it's just part of your lineage. But what I want to do is a little clearing on you for that, because it's and there's no coincidence that you've been picked right now, and we're working with you because it's there, and it's been there for a long time. And of course, we live with ourselves, so we don't really always see it. But since your soul is showing me it, I can see the heaviness. So it is an ancestral energy that's within you that I'd like to start clearing your biofield, because that's what I'm doing. I'm clearing the distortion in your biofield. So are you, I know I haven't worked with you before. Are you open to my energy work of sound healing? And I could do, I call it a clearing on that for you right now.
Yes.
Okay. So I don't know if you're sensitive to energy work, but if you are, you'll feel it immediately. If not, then you need to just trust and know that the energy is going to be assisting you for not just this moment right now, this mini healing. It's going to be for the rest of your day. Okay.
I trust.
So it doesn't just stop. It could actually go on for 3 days, believe it or not. Okay, so Lonnie, why don't you just imagine divine creator of all of life above your head, okay? So I'm going to go into your biofield, which is your auric, or the energy around your body. And I'm going to go ahead and start clearing some of this energy that's kind of coming in with you this lifetime. It's like a heaviness. It's almost like a denseness. So I want you to see if you could feel it, okay? Me kind of start releasing this. Ready?
Ready.
Okay, let's do that now and receive. Just know this is a gift from the divine, and we're going to allow these energies to come in to assist you, okay? So let's do that right now. You've got to clear this heavy distortion above your head. I'm going to make one little yelpy sound, so please don't let that startle you for a minute. So do you feel, if you're feeling energy, you're going to feel that, and anybody else on the call who feels that might feel this energy release, because we're working as a group collective. So moving energy out in your biofield right now, a lot of heavy distortion. I actually see there's like a lot of war or battle. I don't know what your family lineage is, but a lot of battle for land. That's what we're clearing right now. That's coming up for you. There's a lot of death here that I'm clearing. You had a lot of emotion coming up. It's not even yours. A lot of bloodshed. Can you feel something moving up and out, Lonnie?
Lighter.
What'd you say?
I feel a little lighter.
Yeah, you're getting a lot lighter. So let's let it go. I'm clearing this distortion. It's a battle. Ancestral battle. Bloodshed. Clearing it all out. Let's let it go. Keep breathing a little deeper. This is really deep work I'm doing with you right now, Lonnie. bringing in more light. Let's clear this out. You're going to need some extra water for the next few days, Lonnie, because you're really clearing some deep ancestral. You're doing some really deep work for your family and yourself. Okay, Lonnie, I want you to just take a deep breath because I work really fast and efficient. I don't like to say I work fast, but I'm very efficient. So I just cleared out a load in your biofield of heavy duty ancestral trauma, bloodshed. So just kind of feel around your body and see what you're starting to see. I actually feel like your eyes are opening and becoming lighter, like almost like we just took some shades off your eyes. I don't know if you feel that, but I can see it.
I don't feel that, but the lower half of my body.
I can't hear you. I'm sorry. I can't hear you.
The lower half of my body is goosebumps.
Can you hear her? I can't hear her.
The lower half of her body is, I didn't even get the end.
Yeah.
Goosebumps.
Well, there's a lot of energy releasing from you now. Can you feel there's a lightness starting to come over your heart right now? It's almost like a blessing you got from just going into this no coincidence that you were picked, but it's almost like you're getting a blessing from your ancestors right now of clearing this distortion. It's a big distortion that came up in your field. Everything comes up in the moment, but that's what's coming up for you right now. And it's been lingering there for a while. So just to touch upon it and start clearing it is really like almost like your whole ancestral line is just blessing you for this. So I want you to just kind of take a nice, easy breath of white light into your lower abdomen, Lonnie, and letting it go nice and easy because the energy is still releasing on the out breath. So the lightness is going to continue. So you could feel that, right?
Yeah, I do feel the blessing. I feel the love.
Well, just remember something, how you came to the call, and I don't know how long you've been walking around with this heavy load, probably a long time, right?
Yes.
So, I mean, just to have a mini healing, it's deeper than a mini healing. I just went and cleared some major distortion. It's really a gift. So I want you to really if you don't mind walking away from the call, not a gift from just me, but it's really a gift from the divine that's here to assist you of gratitude. Okay.
Yes, definitely.
Because I can hear it in your voice. Okay.
Yes.
Bless you. Well, you just received it. So just let this energy keep working with you all day long. And like I said, it's going to work on you, not just now for several days. So just, make sure that you're going to be detoxing. So just make sure you keep yourself drinking extra water. That's all. Beautiful. You received it. Yeah, that's what I do. That's the work I do. So there, you just got a taste of it.
Thanks, Lonnie, for joining. That was great, Dawn. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she was good. She was good because she really needed it.
Very nice.
Awesome. I think we should go back to Martine, see if she's able to unmute herself now.
Okay. Go ahead, Martine. Let's see if you can unmute.
Yes,
yourself.
I'm here.
There you are.
Hi, Aaron. Hi, Dawn.
Oh,
Thank you.
welcome.
Wow.
Dear, how are you? Glad you
I
could
thought I
make
lost
it.
it. Yes, thank you. Mm.
Okay.
Yes, I've been
No.
working with you guys for so long, and I work with Dawn as well. So it's like I'm getting younger and younger. I look really good.
Is it from my?
Oh,
Is
that's
it been?
beautiful. I love it. That's great. Thank
Is it
you.
been for
Yes.
my work? You received my work before you programs you purchased
Yes.
from me, Martine. Oh,
Yes,
welcome.
3
Okay.
times. Yes,
Yeah,
I
Oh, bless you, bless you.
younger
youthful.
and
Yeah.
she's looking younger and younger.
Oh,
because
good.
of
Well, all I can say is when you're really connected with the divine source that you are, because that's my gift. Everybody is really connecting you with your own divine source connection. That's my gift.
Yes,
you
thank
really
you for
you really
that.
become younger. No, you really do,
Mhm.
because I mean I'm getting up there and I still look pretty young. So I mean it really does. So
It
Martine,
does work. Thank you.
bless
But I
you.
have this.
Yeah, bless you. I want to say thank you for that. But what can I do for you? How can I serve you
Yes,
today?
I had this. There's one thing that this doesn't seem to really work well. This lifelong issue about money.
Oh,
It's like
God.
sometimes it's okay, and another time it's like I'm back to the same old patterns, being broke and cannot make it really.
Yeah.
My own. It's been tough. And it's still
Yeah,
tough now.
your stuff is deep. You didn't just have it for this. Just remember, Martine, I'm a soul reader. Okay, so when I butt in, it's like your soul is chomping at the bit to kind of give me the information. Okay, so I kind of blurt things out because that's how spirit is. They don't care. they want to be heard. So basically, with you, yes, you are on the right call because you do have a lot of scarcity, not just from your own family. Because I kind of feel that your parents kind of brought it in too. I kind of feel that when you're growing up, you felt they're not, I don't know what their words were, but you were kind of dealing with their stuff, which actually really stems from your ancestral line of just lack. But also, what's coming up really strong from your ancestral line is rejection. So I don't know where they're from or whatever, but rejection through the generations passed on to you. Also, some guilt. So that's having rejection and guilt coming in from your ancestors is not really helping your bloodline, but it's also affected your parents. And I'm actually feeling it. Actually, was your father worse than your mom, or are they pretty equal? Because I'm feeling more from the father.
And my father, I didn't even know him at the time.
Okay, well,
but
your
now,
father's side. Okay, well, he was kind of nervous. I'm looking, but I mean, I don't know if you know who he is, but I could just see the energy through you. Okay.
Yeah, and now he's I've been connecting to him now. It's like more we are getting to know each other from the other side.
Well, that's wonderful. Well, he's there, but I'm here to. This is going to help him too. So I would just want to give you some clearing in your biofield today of rejection and guilt because that's huge. Okay. So Martine, you did go through a lot in this lifetime, but I'm just telling you, it goes deeper than that. Okay, it also goes through your own past lifetimes, but it's generational. So let's do some biofield clearing on that, okay? Because that's what's really coming to the surface today. Okay. So you ready?
You so much.
You kind of know how to work. I make sound, but I'm also going to be clearing up and kind of upgrading you as well. But I just want to really clear this distortion. So let's see. You can let us know in the future because you just gave us that nice feedback about you looking younger.
Yes.
But this will be interesting to see if things start flowing to you easier. Okay, after this, because this is pretty big. Okay.
Yes.
All right, so Martine, I want you to, my pleasure. So let's go ahead and imagine divine creator of all of life above your head as I start clearing your biofield of this distortion. And I want you to just see, because the biofield is around your body, okay? So I want to see if you could feel something happening. It's not so much in you, but, some people do feel some energy moving inside their body as well when I'm doing this, okay? It's just a little differently today how I'm working with people. Okay, so you ready?
Yes.
All right, let's begin. Let's begin. Let's receive. Let's receive, Martine.
Yes.
Just got to clear that right off the back. Your heaviness above your head to the seventh chakra. Seventh energy up. I need to clear that. So you have a stronger source connection yourself.
Oh yes.
You probably felt that, right? It's like
I felt it.
Yeah, it's almost like
moving.
The cap just flew off. It's like almost like you had a cap on your head, kind of blocking your upper energy centers. So I'm in the biofield right now, clearing that. Feast or famine energy for some reason with you. Maybe they didn't have food back then. It was a seasonal thing. Okay. That was also there. So let's clear that right now.
Yes.
You might feel some emotion from this because it was really hard times from some of your ancestors.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're feeling the load leaving now because it's really heavy. It's like a weight on your shoulders is starting to lift.
Yeah, I'm feeling the energy moving.
Oh yeah, well, it's coming out from your biofield right around your body. Yeah, wow, that's a lot. You didn't realize you had this much weight on your shoulders.
No.
Okay, I'm just still clearing it. Excuse me. A lot of joys coming in from your ancestors, pouring to you from your bloodline. Because it's like a heavy load. Ancestral energy, karmic.
Thank you.
Well, it's like everybody here on the call today is needing these energy clearings. So let's go ahead and bring in more light to really flush this out from the divine creator. Your light's coming in more to your feet now. Can you feel that?
To my feet?
More of your high vibrational energy is coming in, which is beautiful. When we're clearing the ancestral line.
Yes. Feel the movement, yes.
Yeah, you can feel it's getting lighter. A lot lighter and expansive. Oh, beautiful. Martine, take a deep breath. How's it starting to feel?
So much lighter.
Yeah, well, we're working with
Yeah.
really deep energies. A lot of times, because we live with ourselves, everybody, we don't really realize that we're walking around like this. And actually, in reality,
Yes.
once we start clearing the load, I'm not to say that you're not going to have other things come up, because part of the journey is that once we clear one thing, other things will come up, but it's not going to be so heavy, hit you over the head type of heavy, because it's like almost like a weight's been taken off your shoulders right now, and
Yes.
we're just ready to come up. But yeah,
I feel
you
my
feel that?
head, like my head is getting lighter as well.
Oh yeah, well, it's the
Mhm.
energy that's surrounding the biofield, but I clear that river that runs outside your body, and I cleared the father side, the energy, which is the paternal line for you, which is the right side of the body, which is
Yeah.
also from your father's side, because that was actually coming up really strong. So I cleared the paternal
Wow.
line as well.
Wow,
So
wonderful.
it's
Thank you.
deep work that we're doing today, but you could feel, even just doing this, that there's an immediate effect, which is good, and it's a lightness,
Yes,
and that's the more work we do on ourselves, that's when we're going to start feel more and more of ourselves, and more lighter, and more joyful, and receive what we truly desire,
absolutely.
which is our divine birthright. Okay, so
Yes,
Martine, thank
absolutely.
you.
Yes.
So
Thank you
blessed
so
to
much, Don.
be back
Thank
with you again. I'm so grateful.
so much. Yes, I really appreciate you. Thank you,
I
Don.
appreciate
Thank
you
you.
too. Enjoy your energy. Enjoy your energy.
I will. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah. Enjoy it.
Thank you so much.
Thanks,
My
Martine.
pleasure.
Thank you.
All right. Let's take one more call, Iram, and then we'll answer questions.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Next, Destiny, I'm going to allow you to talk. If you can unmute yourself, you are on with Dawn.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, so grateful to be on this call. So grateful. Because there's some, I'm not sure if it's like programming. Okay, what's going on is I'm like feeling things in my body that aren't actually, I don't think, happening to my body. I feel like there's a lot of programming around my neck and head.
Mm-hmm.
And I was wondering if God could help maybe clear some of that away so I can tell what's actually going on and what is the truth here.
Yeah. Destiny, is that your name?
Yeah.
Oh, welcome. Have we spoke before? Is this your first time?
Oh, yes, we have.
Bless you.
Absolutely,
well, welcome back.
girl.
Well, you must like my work if you're here. Wonderful.
Following you for years. Yes.
Bless you. Bless you. Well, Destiny, I actually right now, because I'm a soul reader, and I'm like a living X-ray machine. I'm like, I can see. Do I have permission to look in your energy, which I've been doing anyway? I've been guided. You're like, everybody's chomping at the bit for this work today. But Destiny, you have some distortion coming in from the back of your head, and I actually feel it is ancestral generational energy. It's actually, I just want to let you know, everybody, that we all, some of our ancestors are. I just want to be very clear, because this is what I'm getting for you, and I just want you to understand something here. Not all of our ancestors that reach out to us are very evolved, okay? And a lot of times, some of our ancestors that reach out to us have intentions, but they could be a little draining or actually knock our energies up, because they're asking for help themselves, but they're not really here to support us. So, you know what I mean? So there's always like a fine line with that. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yes, I do.
So you're getting a lot of, and again, we bless the ancestors that are reaching out to you, because you kind of signed up for this work to do some work here, but it's kind of disrupting your own life in this lifetime. Would you agree?
I agree.
And we want you to be a magnet to the good energies that our ancestors brought here. All of it. I mean, a lot of this energy work that we do here, and the work that our ancestors, or the energy that brings to us from our ancestors, the gifts, I want them to kind of flourish with us, because there is good. Okay. So please don't get me wrong. It's not all negative. All right. But what I'm seeing for you is you do have negative ancestral distortion coming in from the back of your neck. It's been there for a while. But we do need to let them know that you do have free will. You know what I mean? And you want to really connect with the ancestors that are healed, not the ones that are not healed.
Well,
Does that make sense?
I call on. I call on that.
Make sure they're healed. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
But
Because you can get well, sometimes a few stragglers will come in. Maybe just because they're desperate. So, you're doing everything right, and we don't want you to get angry, because they're just wanting to be healed, right? So you're on the right
Right.
call and the right program, but I just want to clear this distortion and say, hey, you have free will, and I don't think you really want to choose this energy coming in that's not really
No.
evolved. It's
I do
it's
not.
actually kind of messing you up. Okay.
Yeah. Thank
Okay, so do I have permission to clear this? Because you do have free will. I can clear it. If you don't give me permission, it can come back. So do
Oh,
I have
I
permission to
want,
clear this negative ancestral distortion coming in from the back of your neck?
yes, please.
Okay, all right, so let's do that now. So Destiny, I want you to imagine divine creator of all of life above your head, and I'm going to go ahead and it's going to send some healing to them, but it's also going to let them know that you have free will. And like I said, if you do invite your ancestors in, which you do, please make sure that that the ones that are healed just come in, okay?
Okay.
Because
Yes.
these guys kind of came in, but they're not supposed to. All right, so we're going to just send some healing lights over, but we're going to clear out this distortion right now in your field. So let's go ahead and do that now. You ready to receive?
Yes.
Okay, let's do that
Thank
now. Back in the light. There we go. Probably felt that.
Ooh.
We're sending with a light and love back. Letting you know you have free will. This is your physical reality here. You choose and co-create what you want. But you want to be free and feel good in your body, doing so and healthy.
Yes.
You probably feel that releasing now.
I'm definitely feeling something going on. Yeah.
Yeah, we're just clearing it off. You also have some other interference, clearing that as well. Some past lifetime interference. That came up afterwards. I'm clearing your throats. Just let it come out. This has been here for a while. A lot of sadness is coming up for you. Do you feel that?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I do.
Okay, well, just letting it come up and out. Clearing the biofield. I'm clearing it really clearly here. Yeah, that should be feeling pretty good right now.
Yeah, it feels much better.
Oh God, I just cleared a heavy load. I saw that. Yeah, I was like, whoa, she just felt that. Because I could see in your body. There it goes. So just be careful what we ask to come in to assist us sometimes. Because we do have negative frequencies that come in from the higher levels. I hate to say that, but there's kind of a little sneakiness there. When I cleared your ancestors, then some negative high frequency beings came in, so I just cleared them off you, and it's innocent, so don't get upset. I'm just letting you know that can happen. So I cleared all that. I mean, that's what we live life, and things are, can happen, But the good thing is I just cleared it all.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, I'm bringing your energy of light to your feet right now. So before we hang up, because I do this as a gift for everybody I work with, so you can stand in your own power, okay? So if this ever comes up again, you're in your power, right? Your lone light and power in your body. That helps a lot. Okay, Destiny, you just got the big energy load. How's that feel?
I appreciate that so much, so much. I give thanks for that, and I appreciate you, Dawn, and I love you, and I'll be following you until I can't follow no more.
I love you, Destiny. Well, we just cleared a lot of stuff off you. You had a couple different things happening, so you probably wouldn't have put your finger on it. Clearing your ancestral, the ancestors that were not healed were cleared, but also you had high vibrational sneaky beings kind of bothering you. But don't worry, I do clear entities in all my work, because people ask me if I clear all kinds of nanobots and all kinds of stuff like that. Everybody, when we're working with Divine Source Creator, I don't even get into always entities here, but I'm letting you know I'm clearing all low vibrations. So that includes nanobots, distortion, entities, you name it, okay? So I just cleared all that, okay?
Awesome.
Thank
Beautiful.
you, Dawn. Thank you.
Yeah, my pleasure.
Welcome, dear. Thank you. I'm so glad you got the help. And now, interestingly, Dawn, in this particular, when you were working with Destiny, people saw all kinds of things. I'm reading the comments. People heard stuff, people saw stuff. That is very interesting. So this one actually resonated with a lot of our
Wow.
listeners.
Well,
Really
it's
helped
group
them.
collective. It's definitely group collective here when I work. So everybody's involved. As long as you tune in and say yes, even if you don't, your souls are already saying yes, yes, yes anyway. So you're receiving it because you're ready for it. All right.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do now is, because we're a little bit behind, so we want to go ahead and talk about the offer so everybody can really take advantage of this really awesome offer that Dawn has for us. So I'm going to let you take over, Gretchen, and you can show the page. The link, as you guys can see on the screen, is orderjoy2020.com/biofield23. And you can type it in, or Gretchen has been posting the link. If you can, Gretchen, post it again in the chat. You can copy paste it from there as well. And Sylvia said, I've already ordered. Well, congratulations to you, Sylvia. That is a very wise choice, as many will learn as we go through it now. Dawn is going to actually take us through this offer. So Dawn, can you see the screen too?
Yep, this is called Biofield Evolution, which this is what it is. It's all about evolving to our next level, wherever it is for us. Do you want me to explain it all? So
Yeah,
this is basically.
I just
Okay.
want to tell people quickly that at the very top, you can see that we have extended the bonus. It's a 30 days remote healing for free. You have, as you can see, the timer says 11 hours, 46 minutes. If you order within that time, you get this free bonus. Okay, right. Go ahead, Dawn.
Yeah, so this is basically, this is for everybody. And I like to say that, sometimes we do feel like there's an invisible force that's been holding us back in our life. And that's for a lot of us. And just, basically, have you ever wondered, like, I'd like to say that maybe some of us feel just maybe stuck in our life, or you just can't see beyond something that's, no matter how hard you try to look beyond anything. And some of us struggle to find our way just through our life in this lifetime. So this is what this all designed to do, is get you beyond all this. Or maybe you're just challenged with some health issues or weight issues, or just persistent feelings of something that's just plaguing you. Maybe it's sadness or depression. Okay. Confidence, whatever it may be. So this is what the simple, I call it the simple solution, is what I designed, was the Biofield Evolution program, because this is going to go deep. Everybody who's in this program, I'm going to go through this, you get a lot of MP3s with this too, but also I think really there's some exciting things that I offered this time that I don't always offer, which I'll talk about the group call. That's going to be a bonus. It's actually kind of a bonus, but that's going to be really powerful too. They'll be offering, there's a date on your download page as far as when the call will be for everybody who's in the programs included. But this is going to go in these MP3s, and my MP3s, everybody knows me from my MP3s, that they're short, they're to the point, because a lot of people here do not have time. Waste, 10 minutes a day is not really a whole lot, but I go ahead and jam pack all my MP3s with the highest frequency to really get things moving for you, get things cleared out. So I did about seven of them here. You can listen to them as often as you want to, but I would say at least, spread my MP3s out, everybody, and no matter what program you buy, because all my old programs are the ones you bought from me, they all work with this. Okay. So you don't have to all my programs work together. Okay. So you don't have to worry if you're listening to one of my anti-aging programs and you go to this, it's fine. They all work together. Okay. You could listen to MP3s from that and this. So I'm very clear on this, everybody, but just spread them out at least 6 hours apart. Okay. You don't want to listen to one MP3 of mine, because they're pretty powerful, and more of my work is not better. So you need to have time to give your body to integrate the energies. Okay. So that's why I do that. Okay. It's not that I just say 6 hours. There's a reason for it. So any of my programs work together with this, I promise you, and they all work perfectly fine. So let me just get in and explain what's here. We also have 30 days remote, which is the 60 days now. So that's really going to be powerful as well. That's going to be added. So I'll explain a little bit more in a second here. So let's get into the item 1, which is tuning the ancestral zones of the biofield to lift unhealthy inherited patterns, which is really just going to elevate you, really. Because a lot of us are just kind of in a slump, and we just can't see beyond our current reality. So we're just going to be clearing unhealthy patterns and rhythms that are affecting your health and your life right now, everybody. And I'll be sonically cleansing everybody to live more, to kind of get you more engaged in life. Okay. I like to use the word engaged, because a lot of us are not really engaged in life. Okay. Because a lot of us just don't even know what that is. So this is really going to help you, kind of help you clear right now. So this is kind of like a fine tuning little MP3 that's really good. And I really suggest to listen to this one for a while, even if you're not feeling a lot of energy leaving, because this is going to help clear the noise out of your signal. That really creates unhealthy life experiences. Okay, that's all associated with your ancestral, in your own past lifetimes too. Everybody. This is just going from your past lifetimes into the ancestral karmic imprints. Those will be cleared as well. Okay, so that's a very powerful MP3 in this program. And it really has to do with our everyday life right now, how you feel and how you feel in your body and your health and everything else. So, and item 2 is more working with the mother's line, because I like to kind of pinpoint the mother and the father. So this one's more the mother's side with the ancestral line, bringing deep healing, not just to yourself, but your family, your children, okay? Your family, your children. Clearing deep patterns of family dysfunction and clearing all your mother's, any wounds from your mother that you might be carrying, even if you don't know. A lot of times we do carry a lot of our mother's energies. I do a lot of that work with a lot of my clients, including groups, bringing deep healing to the divine feminine in your maternal line. A lot of times, we need to have the divine feminine, especially if you were abused or come from a culture of the feminine energy wasn't accepted. I grew up pretty much, I could tell you, with a lot of masculine energy. I had to work on my really balancing my feminine and my masculine, because feminine in my family was not really accepted, okay, when I was growing up. So this is really good for a lot of people. This also is the gentleman as well, okay? This is going to help really balance your female and male energies. And that's what we need to do for all of us, male or female. And this is clearing and healing your maternal line and rippling the fact of forwards and backwards of time. So you're clearing your ancestors here, everybody. This is a beautiful thing, okay? And believe me, you're clearing your life, but you're also clearing your family. And it's a gift that you do that for them. So the paternal line is, of course, is the father's side. So we'll also be doing that item 3, which is the right side of the body, clearing patterns and just stories, personalities of your father's family. It should be carrying maybe deep patterns of your family's dysfunction. If there's some, especially through the father's line, that's going to be cleared and healed. I like to use the word finally coming to the surface of light to be healed, bringing deep healing to the divine masculine and bringing balance. Again, I want to say to your divine and feminine energy. Feminine and masculine energies, okay? We need to keep those in balance, okay? And your life force energies, okay? This is really going to help you to support and balance the function of yourself for the rest of your life in all lifetimes, okay? So we don't really work on the mother and father lines, and it's really important because it really affects us how we are in this lifetime. So we bring balance and healing to both our mother and father's line. It's amazing how our life changes, and it's like, wow. You don't even realize it's there until you start really working with it. And you're like, wow, this is really what I've been carrying, and I couldn't put my finger on it. So that's why I'm going deep with this program, okay? So number 4 is ancestral miasms, which are distortions that are present in our lives.
Can I just, 1 second, I want to ask you a question.
Okay, sure.
I know that people are going to be wondering, do they need to wear headphones to listen to the MP3?
Well, it's a good question. I always recommend it. It's not necessary, because I do have people who are kind of deaf who will put the recording next to them because they're still receiving it. On we're so beyond even hearing. But if you want to get the most effect, okay, I always say if you want the most effect out of 10 minutes of listening to it, a very good question, Aram. Yeah, I suggest if you have them, but if you don't have them, it still works. Okay, is that good? Yeah, that's good.
Thank you.
Yeah, my pleasure. So item 4 is ancestral miasms. We're just going to be clearing the distortions present we did some clearing today of ancestors that are passed down. If it's trauma, whatever it may be, illnesses, we're going to go ahead and start clearing this from this module of item 4, clearing the negative noise out of I call it your signal of your biofield that's really just creating not really harmony in your being. So we're going to bring it back to really your creating harmony aligned to your soul's blueprint of perfect health, and also just being aligned to the divine creator, and that really just kind of clearing any distortions. There's a lot of negativity there. We'll be clearing out as well. Full DNA upgrade with this as well. Clearing depression, anxiety, codependency, and other forms of addiction. If you have anything like that passed down to you, it could be as simple as just, it could be something minor, but usually there's something there deeper, and a lot of us have some form of this on some level of addiction. So this is really going to go deep into that as well. And maybe you've had addiction in the past, but this is going to go in and really clear the ancestral line as well. So this is what this is all about. which is going to help you so you don't have to go back into old patterns or behaviors, because a lot of us will do well for a while, and a lot of times if we're not really clearing it, we go back into our old way of being. Even if it's, you know, a lot of people, I'll give you an example, at the beginning of the year, they do the exercise thing with the New Year's resolutions and they fall out pretty quickly because they're not really doing any energy work on it. Okay. So this is what we're working on, the deep part of that. So we don't have to go back into old addictions or whatever pattern or old patterns. So number 5 is really great for ancestral trauma. This is repatterning and clearing all struggle passed down to you, clearing the unconscious trauma from your biofield, because a lot of times we do have it. And I cleared a lot of trauma from the callers today, clearing generational trauma, pain, and fear. Okay, and I basically cleared the distortion from everybody. And this is going to do the same, breaking the patterns of the past lives up, so you can feel more freedom in your being. And this trauma thing really is deep for a lot of people, because a lot of times we don't even know why we're feeling this way, and a lot of it has to do that we're carrying ancestral trauma. Everybody, we need to clear this, and that's what we're doing. We're healing it, but we're clearing it as well, and we're clearing all memories passed down to you that are not healthy from your ancestral deaths, especially if there was a generational pain. I could tell you, everybody on some level has this, okay? I don't care who you are. I haven't met anybody who doesn't need that, okay? For some form of trauma, okay? And it's a lot of times it even shows up in this lifetime if we're carrying it for many generations, because a lot of times it'll go into our own past lifetimes and it comes up in every reality that we live in, every future lifetime, until we start clearing this energy. So this is what we're doing here. We're really we're bringing really deep healing to our lives, but also our ancestors. Item 6, ancestral scarcity, which is abundance. I find this is really powerful because this clears the lack of struggle passed down to you. Because a lot of times we do the abundance clearings, and I know all my clearings, even on my abundance programs, does cover this, because I always have to cover the deeper, not just our reality right now. We need to go into past lifetimes and also inherited energy, and that's what I cover. But I went really deep here to clear any ancestral financial pain, unworthiness, distress, lack, rejection in any way, guilt, shame passed down to you through the generations, which is huge. On some level, we do carry this, okay? And this is really a full DNA upgrade, everybody. So this is really great, even if you just listen to the MP3. But this is alignment to your original divine blueprint, okay? So with the divine creator. And this is really going to open you up to your true, what you really truly desire, really, because, you know, we're kind of, it seems like we all have lack or limitations on things. So this is really going to open us up to more of a flow. So I find that to be a very good ancestral abundance clearing, okay? So if you're really needing abundance, this is going to be a great one, everybody, okay? All right, so item 7 is just clearing blocks passed down to you, and we're going to be clearing, again, one of the callers here, I'm just going to let you know now we're going to clear vows. And I think I just cleared some of that agreements with somebody I just worked with before. I didn't say it, but I did. Clearing all contracts, agreements, clearing all obligations passed down to you from your ancestors, also your own past lifetimes as well are covered here, clearing everything that's limiting us from keeping us stuck in these negative patterns, breaking all negative patterns, okay? Clearing all ancestral fear is huge. That will clear you and your ancestors to experience this energy, I call it an energetic shift, and release you, and really help you with your ascension path. A lot of people right now, we're evolving, we're raising frequency, but we need to go and make sure that we're clearing all distortions and all this energies off us so we can really evolve, okay? So this is all about evolution for all of us here as far as our own path, okay? This is all part of our life. We gotta evolve and clear off all the negativity, the low vibration energy, but we're also healing our family as well. Okay, this is what I'm excited about. Okay, so item 8 is a bonus group call, and I think it's in July. It's on your download page, I believe. This is really going to be good because I'm going to be working like more like a semi-private group. So this will be a full 60 minutes of me really going in, clearing stubborn ancestral miasms. Okay, now I know we don't use that word that much, but I'm big on miasms. I know about it. I've cleared many of myself, and they're affecting, just miasms are just ancestral distortions that affect our lives right now, okay? And they really do create a lot of problems with us. And a lot of people don't even know they have miasms, but when I do work on people, especially we'll be talking about my remote work, that's going to clear this as well. But this is going to be an MP3 that you could listen to, and this is going to clear, like, for instance, some of us have allergies, and sometimes they're miasmatic, okay? Believe it or not, a lot of times they are, okay? And this just clears the distortion. A lot of times people's allergies just go away, okay? It's just amazing. So this is what the group call is going to be clearing: chronic fatigue, cholera distortions, because that's actually big. I get that with a lot of my clients. Fungus distortions. A lot of people have bacteria, fungus issues in their bodies, and it's just an ongoing thing, and they just can never get through it. And this is going to really go in, not just environmental. This is really going deeper, because I can tell you, I've had to clear that on myself in the past many times until I knew how to do this. And it's all caused from a family miasm. So leprosy, sometimes we just carry that within ourselves. I just cover everything. I'm very detailed here. Mental factors is a huge one that we carry with miasms. Okay, I'm talking about having a moment of maybe, wow, I just don't know why I acted like this way. Wow, I don't even know why I'm feeling these crazy thoughts. Okay, so a lot of times we're clearing ancestral mental factors, and I can tell you something. It is huge. I haven't found anybody yet that I haven't worked with that don't need this clearing. Okay, that's all covered in the group call that we'll be doing live in July. Sora, which is also skin irritation. I've had that before. Psychosis distortions can also cause a little bit of mental activity that's not always for the highest that you're feeling. Syphilis or syphilum distortions, which is also big. This is really big. You might not think this is affecting you, but this is going to cover all grounds in case this ever does come up for you. Tuberculosis is also a big one. And one of the callers today I worked with had breathing issues. So this is going really deep, okay, into your family. I like to call your ancestral line. So this is really clearing it, but it does affect us right now. Okay, I'm not just talking about just clearing it. I can tell you, I cleared this on myself many times in the past when I didn't really know how to clear this, but it is something that needs to be cleared. Tetanus distortions, vaccination distortions from our family, and also virus sensitivity distortions. I know somebody I worked with recently, they just kept having viruses, okay? And that's how I really realized that it was a miasm, because they kept coming back. They didn't know what they're doing, taking vitamin C, they were taking their zinc and all that stuff, and they just kept having viruses. So I had finally just when I worked with them, because I was one of the people I worked with, I realized that it was actually caused from a virus sensitivity distortion from their miasms. And I'm not saying it's always, but it was for them. So this is just going to cover all grounds with everybody. Everybody knows I'm thorough, so I cover everything. Okay, so that's 8, and then we're going to have after the group bonus call. If you're not there for the group call, I just want to make sure everybody hears me out. If you can't make the date and the time, I send a recording to everybody afterwards. Okay, whoever's purchased the program, you'll get a recording. Please keep that recording. I don't really keep copies of it after that, so please know that's for your records. So if you don't make it, you still get the energies. Will be still active on the group call. So please know that I'll send it to everybody on the list. I keep track of everybody. And after the call, if you don't make it live, the energies are still active as long as the recording is out there, which will be as long as it's forever, really. So you'll have that for your file, everybody. Okay. So I'll be just make sure if you can't make it, don't worry. You'll still get the energy even if you get the replay. Okay. Okay. And then we go into the 60 days remote, which is the 30-day bonus today. And this is where I'm really going to go deep dive really into really working on what's happening for you, everybody, because I fine tune these energies every day from the divine creator. They're customized really for everybody in the group here. Okay, so it's going to be tailored to everybody's unique needs, and the healing will be maximized every day because I fine tune the energies. Again, it's all about my gift. I'm really a true healer when it comes to remote work. I'm not one to just say I really do walk my talk. When people like my remotes because they feel this energy working, a lot of people just feel more peaceful being in my energy as well, and really helping keeping your energy at a very high vibration for 60 days. A lot of people just love that as well. That's just like a gift. And I'm going to target all parts, whatever it is, whatever's, I'll just kind of target whatever's coming up for you, energy layers, disease, illness, whatever it is, problems, whatever's happening for you that's kind of affected, and really clear off yourself. But we're going to really help go deeper into your bloodline, into your ancestral line of healing, clearing you. Very important, my work is 24/7. So it's 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and your DNA is going to be upgraded every day, including your cells, nonstop, even when you're sleeping, okay? And a lot of people who just are in my energy for 60, even 30 days, just feel like they sleep better, and they feel much more lighter and invigorated when to start your day. Because a lot of times people wake up, I know, they don't even feel rested, especially, whatever's going on with you. So this really helps people sleep much better. Your cells in your body, your genetic codes are all going to be upgraded. And also your Akashic records, which I don't really, everything's going to be upgraded during the 60 days. So this is kind of like personalized energy that's given to everybody in the group. And don't ask me how I do it. I work so beyond the mind. I'm working on a soul level with everybody here. So just so that's how I know. Okay. So you don't have to do a thing, everybody. Just sit back and receive this potent above quantum energy, because it's beyond quantum. I like to call it from the divine creator. And of course, the more open you are, the more you'll feel it, but the results will go deeper. Okay, so 60 days is going to give a lot of time for this to happen. So I'm really excited to offer the extra 30 days in Aram. Thank you for offering, extending that as well. But this will take your quantum energy healing to the next level. So that's part of our 60-day remote on top of all this. So I do offer a lot here. And I'm just grateful that I'm able to assist and really bring this to the world, because it's really time for this right now. Okay, everybody. And I was really guided strongly to do this. So that's it. And I just want to say thank you for hearing me.
All right, awesome. Thank you for that, Dawn. Aram, you still here?
I am, yeah. I
Okay,
was
awesome.
just reading the question. Are the family members also for 60 days?
Yes, yeah. If they do the $47, I think it is. That's for the 60 days. Yes, it's for the full time for everybody.
Yeah, and Cynthia, I'm so grateful. I noticed you've been very active in the chat, supporting others, also answering questions. Thank you so much. And she also messaged you, Dawn. She said, Dawn, this package is so well-rounded, just amazing how much you have packed in here. Wow. Yes, wow is correct. You've really,
Well,
I mean,
I always do think everything out.
do.
I don't just put something out. I have to make sure it's thorough, because I have an integrity, you know. That's just
Yeah.
me, who I am.
And we're very, very grateful for that, because I mean, yeah, that's probably one of the reasons why you are one of our healers that get the most raving reviews, results wise, from our, all of our beautiful community. And it's because you are really thorough. You are very committed to your work. So it shows, Dawn. It absolutely
Thank you.
shows.
I really do. I do eat,
Yeah.
sleep, and drink my work, for sure.
Anne said, we sense your integrity, Dawn. Irene said, I enjoyed the abundance clearings. It was great. Linda said, Dawn, I love you so much. You have helped me tons. Thank you.
Well, thank you. I'm grateful. Thank you.
And then Suzanne said, how do we approach this package? Can we do 2 or 3 a day, or do we work with one item for a few weeks and then move on? I know you get this question every time, but if you please explain it again, that would be great.
Yeah. So, it's all about your intuition. I actually tell people at least stay on an item at least a week. If you know you have deeper issues going on in some area, and it's been with you for a long time, you might want to stay on that for a while. You'll just kind of know, because it's like when you're working with these high frequencies, there's a part of you that says, okay, I just need to give it a break and go on to something else. Or, like I said, you could listen to as many MP3s from any of my programs, as long as you try to space them out a little bit, like 6 hours, that's reasonable. You can get 2 or 3 in a day if you really want to. But, it's not about racing to the finish line here. It's about really allowing these energies to work with you, so they actually go in and really give you, when you're doing the work, you want to actually start receiving the benefit of it, right? So it's like I said, my work's a little different than maybe some other people's, but more of my work is not better. It's really allowing your physicality of your body to work with these energies, because that's the slowest part of us, everybody. It's not the high vibrational self of us. That's no problem. It's the physical part of our being that needs to integrate all this. Okay. So I hope that answers that somewhat for her. So.
Yeah, awesome. And I want to share some more love that people are sending your way, Dawn. Silvana said, thank you, Dawn. Such an awesome package. Love your work, and so appreciate that you continue to develop more to support us. Blessings to you. And then Victoria said, Dawn, thank you so much for your healing today. Much appreciated. So
my
that
pleasure.
is
Thank you. Yeah.
You guys want to use the heart emojis, which is in reactions. We can send Dawn some love. Here, I'll start. There you go.
Oh, I love it. Thank you. I love it. Beautiful.
It's beautiful. Yeah, look at that.
Oh, I love it. Thank you.
That is just so beautiful.
you.
Love it,
Love this.
ladies. Not ladies. I know there are a few gentlemen here too. So thank you, all of you. Thank you so much. Yeah, people are just sending you lots of love. I don't know if you can see the chat
Yeah, I
box.
can. I do. I can see it all, and I love Zoom. I like that you're doing Zoom. This is great. Um,
Yeah,
I'm standing up the whole time, everybody. Otherwise, you'd probably see me. But I do energy work, and it's like the energy comes in through my legs. It's like pretty powerful. So I do have to usually stand. Okay, so you understand how it works. Okay.
yeah. So thank you so much. You guys are so awesome. This really has been a lot of fun. And it's not just because we have an amazing healer like Dawn with us today, but it's also really because of you guys. Your interaction, your comments just make, they just warm our hearts. And we know we're on the right track when you guys are so engaged and so excited. And that's what really helps us to bring more and more of people like Dawn to you. So thank you so much for all your amazing feedback. You guys are absolutely amazing. And wow. And Suzanne said, thank you, Dawn, for this new package. I've been with you for over a year and you have helped me in many, many ways. And Dawn helps me also. She's one of my go-to healers. And I have maybe 2 or 3 now that I will pick up the phone and call and ask for help. And Dawn is on top of that list. So she's really amazing.
Thank
All
you.
right.
I'm humbly grateful. Thank you.
Yeah. Gretchen, do you have anything to add? I know that we talked about the bonus that is expiring in 12 hours. So you guys want to get in fast for that. And again, it is at orderjoy2020.com/biofield23. Truly the cutting edge of healing, the next frontier, something that we all need. There are a few things that we all must do now. If we want to really ascend to that higher level version of ourselves, it's now time to really work on this biofield clearing and really clearing those ancestral blocks. And I've been thinking again and again about what I said, that women, as women, this is really the century for women to rise again. It really is. And
yeah.
because all men other than Adam really have come from women. So it's not really surprising what the state the world is in. It's not really surprising because we're basically paying for the mistakes of our ancestors that were made, a few centuries ago, and the continuous oppression of women around the world. And now we have that showing up in men and women. There's all kinds of blocks and blockages that need to be healed and removed. And guess what? We are again going to be on that frontier, and all those beautiful men that are connected to their divine feminine will understand what I'm talking about as well, because you have also inherited the X chromosome you have came from your grandma, from your paternal grandmother. So nobody can escape what happens to women in this world. Nobody can escape. How interesting is that, Dawn? I mean, it's so interesting. It's like
and I really feel that this is the time where the divine feminine is coming into power. And again, I'm all about male and female, but I'm all about balancing us, okay, and really bringing us into who we are beyond even that. You know what I mean? But right now, it is coming into more. We need the divine feminine on planet Earth. So you're absolutely correct, Aram. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yes, definitely. Definitely.
Thank you for that. Okay, few more, and then I think we'll be out of time. Again, people sending, you have some pretty strong supporters here that love you. Gina is saying, buy the package, guys. You won't regret it. Dawn is the real deal. She is for sure. Trisha said about the add-on can be partner, not blood relation. And what if they don't always live in the same household?
Well, again, it's always an integrity thing as far as what the MP3s I usually say for the immediate household. Okay, that keeps integrity in my work too. As far as the remote family add-on, I mean, if it's someone that's really close to you and they're, it's kind of a fine line there. I kind of feel if you feel that there's somebody who could use the help that they're just not really open to, this maybe, and you get their permission and you purchase the add-on. I don't see a problem with that. Are you okay with that, Aram?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Okay. Oh, wait, good. I just want to make sure. So yeah, I mean, I just want to make sure everybody's open, especially to the remote work. Okay. I mean, my remotes work, don't get me wrong, but it works at a soul level for everybody. So it's what people need anyway. But, when you're doing a friend, then I usually say that just make sure that, they say, okay. Okay. That's all. If it's like a friend relation.
Love it.
That's all.
Awesome. Hey. Wow, look at all those hearts. They're still coming.
I love it.
Floating hearts. And I wrote that this is truly becoming a healing and loving space. This is what we always wanted for Bliss Up and From Heartache to Joy. And it's now, I mean, so many, you just look at the hearts and your heart just opens up, doesn't it? It's like, oh, that's so beautiful. That's so loving. And yes, that is beautiful. And you guys are so amazing. Thank you so much. Okay, one last comment just came in. I purchased the add-on for my mom and got her permission, but she lives elsewhere. I wanted to cover my niece, who is basically my mom's daughter, and I help co-parent most times. How can I get my niece included?
Well, just do the add-ons, right, Aram? It's offered at the add-ons, right?
Yeah.
For this? Yeah.
Yeah, if you need another add-on, because I think you can only add one. If you
okay.
email support at fromheartachetojoy.com, Chris can help you get that link. So let me put that on here so you have it.
So can you type in that email, please, Gretchen? So people, you already did it. You're way ahead of me. Patrick, Aram is a female name. I am a woman. So yeah, Aram is a female name and it means paradise.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it means paradise. Yeah. But thank you for asking. And it's pronounced.
She's the clarification for the niece. So she added it on for her mom, but she's asking, should she add for her niece since the program already covers maternal issues?
But the niece was also the one who was adopted, I remember.
Mm-hmm.
Or she came from adopted child. Yeah.
So should she add her niece instead of her mom is what she's asking.
She can. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, she can.
All right. And so if you're asking Janie how to change it from your sister or from your niece to your mom, from your mom to your niece, again, email Chris and she'll get you that form to help you switch that out.
Yeah. Support at fromheartachetojoy.com or if you haven't added the name, then you're good. You can just go ahead and add your niece's name. Okay. Awesome. Awesome. Beautiful, you guys. And you can always hit reply to any of the emails you guys get from us, and those will also go to customer support. Thank you so much, my beautiful Dawn. It was amazing and wonderful as always. And bless you for all the wonderful work that you are doing. May you get more strength and may your abilities be raised exponentially so you can keep bringing us new cutting edge amazing healing programs. Thank you so much. All right.
Bless everybody. Thank you.
Bless everybody. Thank you so much. Sending you loads and loads of love. And here's another heart to all of you amazing people. Thank you so much. Love you all. Very honored to have served you guys today in this space. Gretchen, do you want to say goodbye?
Bye-bye, everyone. Thanks, Dawn. Thanks for being here, everyone.
Thank you. Bye, everybody. Thank you, Gretchen. Thank you, Aram. Everybody.
Bye.